times when nothing else matters around you and you just call out for God, it is so incredibly real and so intimate.
That sounds like 2 more bell rings. That means 2 more steps. And let me tell you what a step is. A step is equivalent to $1,000. And how many of those steps do we need by Friday evening? Just 2,000 of those steps to make up that huge need, but it's a real need, $2 million by Friday evening. Exciting times ahead. This is day 1 of Visionathon, and the tally board is already rising. It's up to $147,378. Means we're 7% of the way there. I think that's encouraging, isn't it, Phil Edwards?
Oh, it's so encouraging, Neil. And you think 2,000 steps, if you've got a smartwatch or a Fitbit or something like that, 2,000 steps, you just do that before breakfast. But, 2,000 steps of $1,000 each is just a simple way of us breaking it down. But for many people, there is this whole step of faith thing of there's lots of things we can spend our money on at the moment, but we're saying, will you invest in the gospel going out? Someone doing that right now online, thank you to that person. And I tell you, someone who's been very, very faithful in taking those steps with us for a very long time, over 20 years, is Ellie Seymour, who's in Brisbane in Queensland. Hello, Ellie.
Hello, Neil.
Well, it's Phil here. And Neil,
I'm here as well, and so is Mandy.
Mandy's here too.
Hi, Ellie.
Ellie, you've
Mandy,
been...
hi, Mandy.
How are you, darling?
And Phil.
Ellie, you are such a faithful person. Not only...
I try to be. I try to be.
Well, not only have you been involved with Vision... Oh, there's 3 more. Look at that.
All right.
Not only have you been involved with Vision as a financial supporter, but you've been literally hands-on. You used to come in and pack out the word for today when we were back at our old building and sending them out. What kind of motivated you to be involved and come in and send the books out?
Well, even before then, Neil, I changed to part-time with teaching and I needed something to fill the gap. I'm that sort of person that think, oh my goodness, I've got some spare time, what do I do? But somebody in the church had been giving out the word for today and was leading and asked if I wanted to take it on. And I said, I'd love to. So all I came down to Vision, goes way back in 2003 that was. But I asked what sort of help, and it was help in the office, and I am not an office person at all. And certainly computers, if you think way back then. But, I sensed the Holy Spirit, God's presence, the moment I walked through that door. At the time, it was, I just can't think of the name now. I had it this morning. Who had it? Lynette?
Annette Short.
Annette.
Who headed the word for today, or that area. And honestly, the patience and the love was palpable.
Yeah, we've got a great team of people all around and over many years. And I just love what you've said there. It was a friend made you aware of a need and you went, I can do that. I can fill that need. Yes. And that's really how Vision operates.
Yes. Yes. And then, I was asked to help with the packing down the track after a couple of years or whatever.
And Ellie, you've got a long history helping out in those early days. You read the word for today each day. You've been to Israel with Ian and Mandy, and that sort of experience, that's just priceless, isn't it?
Do you know that it brings tears to my eyes today when I think about Israel and just walking those steps, the steps that Jesus walked, and Mandy's wonderful as a tour leader, Mandy and Ian. But
she
Mandy,
is wonderful.
did a lot.
Ellie, we're aware too, and I hope you don't mind, but I know you've been grieving the loss of your husband just a couple of months ago. And how have things been for you? Challenging times beyond losing him?
Absolutely. I don't know if you're asking me about before or just before or since then, because in a way, I'm content that he's passed on because the struggle was so hard to watch. so hard to imagine how hurting he was. But of course, in all of it, I think you really get quite low. And, you know, in normal times you ask for God's help and, you know, it's a little bit like you're rushing around and just ask. But in those deeper, struggling times when nothing else matters around you and you just call out for God, it is so incredibly real and so intimate.
Well, it's absolutely a privilege from our side to be able to broadcast each day and to have the word for today delivered to your home. No doubt when you are going through a time of grief and loss that you have been going through, it is good to have something there as a support that goes along with your friendship network and along with your local church too, no doubt.
Absolutely, Neil. I've been reading, look, honestly, every day, the word for today, I say way back to those early days, because honestly, the words jump out every day. It doesn't matter where you're at. The message fits in with your life. You think, how can that be?
Yeah.
But God is amazing.
Ellie,
and God's word is amazing.
A special honour to you, and thank you so much for all of the hard work that you've put into serving in this ministry. And what I might say is serving everyone who is listening today. You have invested in everyone listening in, and I want to thank you so much. Look, I want to just encourage other listeners right now. One of the simplest ways that you can share God's good news is to introduce people to Vision. Many don't even know that we are there. And we're going to do a whole lot more, bridging that gap. You can help. Someone's been crunching some numbers. $100 will introduce 1,000 people to Vision. How does that happen? By way of promotion, by way of networking and getting things out. $1,000 will introduce 10,000 people. Well, in towns that already have a Vision station and online, this is such a simple way to reach a whole lot more people. Why don't you be a part of the solution for the challenges that you see and difficulties in our nation? Here's how you do it. You can click the donate button at vision.org.au. You can go to the free Vision Christian Media app and you can simply click on the donate button, or you can pick up your phone. Call us on 1-800-316-316.